Yeah, you ready for today? We doing some racing?
Yes.
Tell them, let's get it, dude.
Let's get it.
Welcome on back. We got an empty race trailer here. We're getting her loaded up. You know what I'm saying? We got old Charlie Farley here. We're doing a little kart racing. Going to Hurricane Speedway in the Alma of the Georgias. Just installed a nice fresh wrap that I can destroy. That's kind of the goal here. I got on Nintendo.com. I got myself some extra red turtle shells and I'm ready to, you know, lay them down, if you know what I'm saying. We're racing for $1,500 here total. So see what we can do. Got a lot of help coming, so stick around, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get to it. Welcome, race fans. Sponsored by Coca-Cola. We do got some Pepsis in the truck though, so we're going to even out the playing field with that. We have arrived to Alma, Georgia. Got the whole crew loaded up, the wife, my helpers. There's a little midget right over there. You know, we're looking to have a good time, so let's see if we can just do that. Kaz has got us about, how many sets we got ready?
10.
10 sets. Got his hot box. He's been working chemicals in these things all week, and now we just got to get him inside the trailer. And hopefully he's got a $1,500 set in there. You gonna get that one ready for today?
Yeah.
We're locked, cocked, ready to rock here in Alma, Georgia. Hurricane Speedway, 1,000 to win in heavy, 500 to win in pro medium. So gonna try to win $1,500 and keep it one piece. Which tires are we gonna practice with?
Big one.
Those tires?
Yeah.
So practice has gotten started here. We're geared away. Our goal here is not necessarily to go fast and outrun everybody in record, but like Huck recommends, it's more or less to find out what kind of tires are we going to be on all day long. Is it going to be a fresh tire, an old tire, you know, a chemically advanced tire? I don't know. That's what we got Kaz here for, and that's what he's doing. So he's got us a good base set, got his high dollar air gauge, got all his chemicals, and he's going to get us started on something. Hopefully we can use something similar throughout the day to keep our speed going.
So we just got done with the first practice. How'd it feel out there, Thomas?
Pretty good. We're breaking a little loose in the center, but that might be okay. So we're just going to tighten up that little bit of looseness, and we're going to send this bitch to Beantown for qualifying.
Beantown, population 1, Thomas Tatum.
So out there practice, think we got a good setup for qualifying? Think you pretty well got that all figured out?
Well, got a direction to go in.
And hopefully.
See if it works, but I think there's some predictability to it.
As long as it works, we should qualify on the pole in this one. And if it's really working, we'll catch pole on the next two. Here's Sparks Designs fella here. I was just telling you about. This is the guy that made all our decals. Jacksonville, Florida. Give him a fist bump, dude. Just because we're racing against him, you ain't gonna be like that.
There you go.
Why are you giving my luck away, bro? I'm gonna get a P1 because I'm number 1. That's what I do.
Going on out for a little pro medium qualifying. See how we can do.
too confident on the number 1 stuff. It's like I'm number 7. So I stepped on my pecker. But we're gonna change that for the next one.
All right, folks, we're about to head on up there for our medium, or what is it, heavy warm-up. Heavy warm-up qualifying. We got the driver here, he's ready to go.
I'm a little less arrogant this time, so I'm gonna say I'm number 2, and we're gonna qualify P1. But I did say I'm number 2, but we're still gonna qualify P1. Feel good about that.
P1, that's our goal.
Way garbage.
2 seconds off.
I couldn't steer that son of a bitch to save
Tight.
my life. I'm the worst driver in the world, but we're still gonna go on the pole. That was definitely better.
It looked like it.
I'll tell you, we're too high on air though, it felt like.
It looked good.
That last lap was really good.
6th.
Yeah.
8, 10. All right, P6. We made some ground. Huge improvements.
We've definitely made some ground here. Kaz, our Dr. Kaz, he's mixed some pretty potent chemicals together. It's illegal in 38 states. But here in Florida, we're pretty freaking free, so we get that shit here. So I'd like to say a big thanks to Kaz, Dalton.
Thomas,
Mike.
we're in Georgia, not Florida. Are you sure it's still legal?
Well, we live in Florida, so we just carry that shit everywhere. You know, dogs suck. How about that? Go Gators. How you doing? If you don't know, we've qualified like dog shit in 2 classes. We're about to run those first. Qualified pretty sporty in the main event, so we're gonna run really good in that. We got a match set of tires. Got them from Talladega. Got them down here, Georgia, Florida with us. And we're just looking forward to having a good time. We're gonna keep this thing in one piece, and we're about to win a shit, not very much money, but we're gonna get it done. So Chef Kaz here, he's doing a little cooking. I'm just gonna give you a slow little glimpse. Things rotating. It's nice and hot. And we ain't gotta tell them what order, but just to give them an idea, from all the times we've been on the track, like what has been like the 8th difference, like our oldest we went out on and our freshest. Just so, like, you know, more or less to give an idea just how big of a deal these tires are.
3 weeks of age are really affecting the performance of the go-kart.
Correct.
It's amazing, just the cure time in 3 weeks makes a big difference. Now, that's also complemented by what you wipe on it and how you work it, and air pressure and other things. But for the most part, you're seeing a lot of changes just with the age difference in tires, and that's a span of only 3 weeks on everything we've run, and that's definitely had an effect.
It's more or less just not as simple as just bolting a brand new tire on there. I mean, it's a big deal as far as the age of the tire and how we've, I guess, got them cured and all that stuff too.
Age of the tire, what you're wiping on it, and track conditions, air pressure. Sometimes it's luck, but you got to use what you can hypothesize and use some of your experience, and sometimes you just get lucky.
Yeah. A little more in depth, this is not just something simple as a bunch of rednecks taking go-karts and just throwing tires on here. I mean, we're only running 3 classes, but we typically keep 8 to 10 sets of tires, and you might have some tires that are 3 months old, you might have some tires that are a week old, or you might have some that are a month old, and you just got to be ready for every single condition, from how they're rolled to how many times they're rolled to how they're prepared. Everything. It's just a lot goes into this in order to perform at this level of kart racing.
And we haven't been back at it long enough to get a tire cycle aged out the way we want it. We're still kind of in the infancy stages of getting the right tire cycle. We don't have tires that are old enough, and the ones that are oldest are still not in the window to do some things I'd like to do to them, and so we got to work around that.
Yeah, that's all I can do. We appreciate you, Kaz. It's good having. The main thing is I've got a damn good crew, got top-notch gentlemen, and there's really no reason we can't win some races in the future. That's all there is to it. Point blank period. But we are going into the feature. We start shit first couple classes, due to me, you know, and we missed a little bit, but the main event we rolled good, so we're just gonna have a good time. We're gonna keep this thing in one piece, and we're gonna win a freaking race. I promise, it's coming. You got any pointers?
Don't lift. Knock the hell out of them if they're in the way. We ain't got time to wait.
Just got off the pro medium race with a P6. The go-kart was ill handling, but the good thing is, as soon as I walked in the trailer, my tire guy knew exactly what it was. Not just in a short form, to kind of tell you what he told me. Get you in on the loop of this tire talk here. These are the tires we ran. Now you can kind of see it got a lot of feathery to it. You see, it's not a slick tire, whereas you know, a tire not being ran, it's got just a good smooth finish to it. And Kaz has done this long enough that he knows what that tire is telling him is more or less. Well, I'll let you tell me. It's more or less too aggressive on chemical, correct?
Slide.
It's just sliding all over the racetrack. We hit a freaking banana peel out there. Old Donkey Kong through that bitch. It screwed up the whole race. But Kaz got another match set. He's trying a different chemical combination, I believe. Trying a different week-old tire. We can't give you that info, but just know it's different. And he's got them ready. So we are going to try something different for the warm-up race. This race does not really matter. It pays nothing. The more or less just get us what we're going to do for the Pro Heavy race.
You'll be in front of the 101.
quick interview with Charlie, our head fighting man slash tire washer. You said Tommy at the Talk-A-Lots has been calling you the whole time? And you think he's fucking up our performance?
Borders harassment. I'm going back on the call.
I mean, he should have been here, right?
Yeah, it should have been here.
I mean, if your boy was racing, you'd show up, right?
1000% should have been here.
Should have been here.
He don't care.
Just ran heavy warm-up. Kaz has found a solution on the tires. We finished P4, wrecked somebody. You know, you get in the way, you get knocked the hell out, partner. I don't know who you was, but you get in the way, you get knocked out. If I can hold my neck up, we're about to win $1,000. Stick around and let's watch this pro race. You ain't kidding.
You could have turned it down there.
You can tell by the look at my face. Not too pleased with my performance tonight. I stepped on my pickle tickle. Caused my good buddy Sparks a little bit of mayhem. I'm sorry about that, Preston Sparks, but we're alive, we're well, the trailer's getting loaded up, and that's all you can ask for. What did we accomplish tonight, more or less?
We kept tires going. We got some, you know, still building on a cycle, logged some notes, you know, good and bad. Gonna learn.
Honest truth, though, there was a lot of driver error there. The kart had a lot of speed at the beginning of the race, so Kaz did his job on the tires. I ain't raced in 6 years. You know, we're just trying to get there. We're gonna win one. I keep saying we're gonna win one. I'm telling you, keep watching. We will win one. So it's the following day here. Didn't really do too much filming after the main event because it was just disheartening. You know, didn't have exactly the finish we wanted in that, but we did. You know, next day got Charlie over. We unloaded the kart to kind of just see what kind of damage we had in that race. About, I don't know, a few laps into the pro race, I kind of went to make a blocking move, let the guy by after trying to chop down on him, and I not realizing I had Sparks, Preston Sparks, right at my door, so I kind of came down on him. He climbed on top, which was ultimately my fault, destroyed a side panel, got the seat, which is not good, and just a little bit of damage, which ultimately during the race I had a lot of drag in the rear end. My brake pedals I've moved up forward because I'm like 6'2", and this rod had gotten in a bind, so when it was like halfway closed it just stayed closed, which I had the axle pretty well somewhat stuck during the race. So I don't know how much that affected things, but you know, other than that, we're all good to go. You know, ultimately we lost, well, I lost like $600 to $700 just going racing because I didn't win anything. You know, felt like I was in contention a few times, but not really. And you know, we just ultimately learned that we were not prepped up enough, or we're not fresh enough or something, because we just were not ever into the racetrack. Now, give or take, my tire guy hasn't done this in 8 years. I haven't raced a kart in like 7. So this is all new, second race, but we're gonna keep marching forward. April 26th, we're going to the Garland Memorial, Crossroads Motorplex. It pays like $3 grand plus the support classes pay probably $1,500, something like that. So a little bit of money on the line. We're going to try to make up all our losses there, hopefully. My favorite track. So we'll make sure to film all that. Hope you guys enjoyed all this. It's kind of new to my channel. I know my channel's a little all over the place, from sawmilling to building stuff to now go-kart racing, but that's just part of the South, you know. So drop a comment, chime in, tell me if you like this kind of stuff, what you'd like to see more of, and hit that like, subscribe, and God bless. And we'll see you at the next one.